I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
What about endorsing us to sponsor you becoming a product yourself now? If that means slaving away your freedom of mind, freedom of choice, to trade it in for a hero, but it's really corporate worship, when it boils down to spending irresponsibly, your company's taking advantage of your consuming to fatten up your ideas and perception, for the comfort to ease the pain from the day-to-day, only to force you to fasten while fastening the moral compass. Ready to slim down your chances just to pick up the prices they're willing to pay.
It's more important to know how to interact with someone utilizing these personality traits than how to identify the traits of a person. Because when you can identify how to interact with a person, utilize
things that, like, just for an example, that two of the ladies would come over and tend to my...
You may very well be in a position where you need that exploration and experience. It's like that's going to be what it takes both for you to feel satisfied with the level of experience you have and also to get an opportunity to experience genuine consequences from it.
Slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on a slack real week. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging that generations remember our story.
peace and blessings with praise and honor to the Most High. Happy Thursday, good people. I hope all is well. Shout out to my poets, writers, content creators. What's the word? How we feeling today? Just grateful to see another one. We got some stuff to talk about here. I got a clip that I'm gonna play for y'all. I don't even know where I want to start with this, man. I'm gonna try to address it in multiple layers. However, I'm gonna play the clip. Then I'm gonna go on my tirade. Before I do that, repost, share, let the people know that we're live. Full disclosure and for transparency purposes, you don't have to agree with what I'm saying. I think people still forget this is a space of public opinion, and you do have the right to express yourself however you see fit. We're not walking around handcuffed with chains on us, not yet. So as long as freedom of speech still exists, share your point of view. I mean, as long as you ain't ignorant with it, I don't care. I think this right here, though, it's so exhausting that when you see the title or you see a hook or you scroll on any of these apps, you just became numb to it. I'm at the point where I'm numb to it because I understand why we are where we are. I understand why these relationships end up the way they are. I understand why these people keep on repeating the same cycles over and over. Oh, it's disgusting. It's nasty. It's embarrassing. It's culturally sickening. I don't like how it makes everybody as a collective look when you know damn well that it's an individual decision and choice. But of course, it is what it is, right? But this is what I'm going to do for y'all. Let's go ahead and pull this up on the big screen real quick too, because I'm thinking about swapping out what I had lined up for later. Yeah, I got to. I might have to go back and look, but I'm definitely contemplating on swapping that one out because I just came across a video that just changed everything that I thought about that whole Carmelo Austin Metcalf situation. You know what I'm saying? And like I had issues with a few things, and I still feel this way, but the footage, because everybody's still talking about it, and I guess I'm about to partake of it again as well. But my whole position was, if it was self-defense, then really he shouldn't be in jail. But he killed somebody, it should be at least manslaughter. But if this was intentional, the brother went out of his way to do what he did. Okay, cool. Yeah, we definitely gonna have to spin back on that one. For sure. For sure. Nonetheless, I want y'all to take a look at this. Gino Smith has a domestic charge against him because the woman in his life decided to put something on him that might not necessarily even be the case. You watch the video, you be the deciding factor. You tell me if you saw any indication of any type of violence towards her in any type of way. Yes, we're going to talk about it. Shout outs to everybody that is watching from wherever you are right now. I appreciate you for being here. Let me go ahead and roll the footage.
Gino just beat my ass. That's why. I came in there, I put 7 down, and I left. You ran outside and attacked me, bitch. You came outside and attacked me. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about you, bitch.
Leave my neighborhood.
You broke my fucking computer. Fuck you. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. Stop.
Get up.
Don't you just love these type of cases? Every day, I wonder what life would look like if I defeated and defied the odds. Became this man of great fortune. My efforts, hard work, sweat, blood, tears, doing things that I don't even want to do sometimes. Like I love it. I absolutely enjoy it. Every bit of it. There's not a single day, there's not a single moment that I don't get out the bed with that zeal, that desire, that want to do everything that everybody else says can't be done. And I reach that plateau and I do it with just little, and people start to finally put respect on your name and put respect on your brand. But in the process of the grunt work and being overlooked, criticized, spit on verbally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you do it on your own accord. And by the grace of God, nothing more. Sheer power and authority and life, breath, breathing inside of you to get you out of bed to do it. You finally make it. And then upon arrival, start making these moves and start doing things that you didn't do before. You got access to stuff that you never had access to before. And you're finally reaping the benefits. You can finally exhale. And then here comes another challenge, another vulture, another secret, another aesthetic, another word in the form of a woman. Only you're not where you were before. So it's hard to tell if your experiences from nothing to something has changed you for the worse or the better. You start opening doors, hanging out with different people that you ain't never seen prior. You start getting access to women that you never had access to it again. These women start coming around you. These men start coming around you. These people, they start coming around you, want to shake your hand and hang out with you and get to know you as a person, as a human being. They got a different temperance, a different patience. They have a different model of who you are. When before you were just a blimp or a bleep on the whole radar, you weren't shit to these people. Nobody gave a fuck about you until you came into your money and your wealth. Now you're important. Now you matter. Don't know how Gino Smith met this woman. don't. I'm only speculating. And in my observation, listening to just a little bit of the verbiage in that exchange, she's definitely not a Claire Huxtable. She's far from Claire Huxtable, and she's far from being a Evans baby. If you know, you know. There's different types of women in the world, and you've got to categorize them based on how they conduct themselves in public and off the camera. Nothing from what I heard gave me Florida Evans. I didn't get a Martha Stewart type of vibe or no shit like that. She sounds like a Sexy Red or a Megan Thee Stallion. I'm not judging. I'm just assessing a clip. A clip that only limits you to but so much information. You put a man and a woman together who have no business dealing with each other in the first place. What do you expect the outcome to be? I ask this question so often, I don't know how else to word it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
A man with money is cool. Let's examine the layers molecule by molecule and break down the qualifications of what identifies as a righteous man. Let's differentiate the two. You can have wealth in the physical sense, but do you have wealth in the spiritual sense? What value is there if what you have internally doesn't match up to the docket displayed in front of the entire world? I see a nice car, a house, and a hard work ethic to obtain that. What about your soul? What about your personality? What about your spirit? What about your family life, your relationships with your friends and your parents? And then you have her. And let's be clear, I'm not here to tell nobody how to respond or react in heated situations. However, you can't convince me that a person who respects you, let's start with respect first. The respect has to be there. You can't love anybody without respect. I think that's impossible. If you don't respect the person, the conversations will suffer. Your listening skills will suffer and be completely diminished. You're checked out. People who don't give a damn about you, who don't really love you, don't really care about or respect you, respect first, you will never get very far with them because they will always look at you like you are a peon, you are beneath them, you are the scum of the earth, you're just a benefit for the moment. You have something of what they desire to have and possess, and if they have to keep you next to them, or they have to stay attached to you in order to reap the benefits thereof. They will pretend like they like you or pretend like they are invested in you, but they're never not. The testimony of the tongue and the heart always reveals the truth about people. Always. It never fails. I know nothing about her. I don't know where she's from. I don't know what her upbringing was like. I don't know none of that. All I know is we have another situation where a woman is claiming there was violence introduced to her. And I'm looking at the footage, and from what I'm seeing, I don't know if she got on meta glasses, because these days people are now doing everything in their power to go viral, to create controversy. I think something is really weird about shit like that. I'm going to be all over the place with this. I wanted to address the respect piece though, because when you respect somebody, you can have a conversation with them and disagree with them or agree with them. You can check or chastise a person that you respect and still love each other and hang out with each other and kick it and all that. Like if you can't even do that, what are y'all doing? But you're wearing, I don't know if you're wearing meta glasses, but right now, 2026, I go online, they're like in between being content creators and people who are actually in distress. Like it's extremely hard to tell if a person is really in danger, if a person is really being harassed or sexualized, or if they volunteered. I hate this generation of technology, man. I don't walk around with glasses on that records everybody all day, invading everybody's space. I have no interest in that. And the thing that be really blowing me about that shit is y'all won't do it when it's time to put actual criminals behind bars and hold them accountable. Imagine, if you will, men and women in the government wearing meta glasses around the president, around people in Israel. Imagine someone walking around wearing these glasses or wearing lapels, they got hidden cameras in them, walking around your supervisors, walking around this person or that person. You aren't aware of nothing that's going on, and then they use it to either blackmail you or to take it to proper authorities how different people would move. There is a gift and a curse with technology, and this woman, she seemed like she's on the phone in distress, but her tone, her attitude, it come off as something else. I don't know what happened there. Nothing that I watched indicated that he hit her. Nothing about this interaction suggested to me that there was an actual threat. But if you want to argue and say, will people respond differently? All right, well, let's put it in perspective. You're alleging that this man just assaulted you. Why are you still screaming and yelling at him and going back and forth with this man? He's going in the opposite direction of you. You still all up on his property, cussing and all that. Talk to the police, sit in your car, lock your doors, wait for the authorities to come. What are we doing here? And this shit is so common where you don't know who's telling the truth. I have to question it. But bro, did you not see this? Did you not see what type of person you was dealing with when you approached her? Because most of the time men approach women. When you got involved with her, did you not know who she was and what she was about? Or are you going to play the card where I didn't know she was crazy like that? I didn't know you can't do that. Picking and choosing, when and where and how you want to deal with people accordingly. We be too horny, too worried about sex and getting our nut off. You don't know if this man or this woman is qualified to be a partner. You don't know if this person is there because of your wallet or because of you. All you know is that you like what you see. You might think you got a lick. Then you move on impulse, on selfishness, on greed, on desire. Now what? You entangle with somebody who's problematic. Someone who's unstable, emotionally irregular, or overly controlling. I'm the man in here. I make the money and I do this. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. I can sleep with whoever I want. You sign up for it. I don't feel bad for him or her. I feel bad for the kid, the offspring that's been brought into it, because they're pure. Their slate is clean. You are two grown ass adults who chose irresponsibly to do the dance together, knowing that you both have imbalances within yourself that you put them together and it's an explosion. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Now what? Now look at you. Look what you got. If he's innocent, and I'm leaning towards him being completely innocent, then you know what? She needs to do some time for that. Because I'm tired of women lying on dudes about doing things that they never did. Sick of it. Like I've had it up to here with that. I keep talking about you know how to regulate your feelings and You know how to regulate and control your emotions, and you're more sound-minded. But I can only imagine that she blew up because of his boundaries, blew up because he said no, blew up because his parenting style was different, blew up because she got an issue with him because of their relationship patterns and how unhealthy it is, or how dissatisfied she is with the influx of emotions that go from high to low. It's a number of reasons why chicks like that flip out. And with him, I don't know. I don't know. If he really put hands on you and you ain't run into a wall and beat the shit out your face with your own hands, slam your hand in a car door or something. So I done seen some people do some crazy shit like that. Then he deserved everything he get. It only come down to right and wrong, as far as I'm concerned. Either you are a guy who has enough common sense and logic to realize what type of predicament you're in, and you navigated it as best as possible, or you are another statistic and you fell right into the trap. Either way, you failed and lost in this. Because you stuck with her and she stuck with you. This is what it looked like when you don't have an equally yoked foundation with another person or yourself. That's all I'm gonna say about that. I wish them the best. I truly hope that they can get their stuff in order. I mean, I don't like domestic abuse. I don't like to see adults act like and behave like children. Once you hit a certain age, there's no excuse, nor is there any reason for things to be handled so piss poor. That's all I'm saying. Shout outs to everybody who tapped in. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think about this whole situation. I'm out. Y'all be easy. Until later, we gonna chop it up again.
Mantra, slave song, slave ship, rip skin, maybe rip bones. But no matter how close I am, my ancestors speak. They tell me they're tired as a friend on us like we're weak. I haven't been getting sleep. Longing to sing until I surpass peak. Until they think we are equal, please. All I want is peace. My ancestors beat drums until their bones would bleed. Begging a generation to remember our story.